Everyone, it's Jo from Jo's Kitchen, and I'm here today with what I hope will become a seasonal video of a cookbook haul. Now this one is obviously autumn. There have been lots of fabulous new books out recently, including those from Jamie Oliver, Cottage and Nigella, so I'm going to give you a little quick review, and there will be an accompanying blog post which I will link to in the little box below the video on YouTube. So you can buy the books for yourselves if you want to. The first book is the Cottage Love Your Leftovers book. I've been a Cottage fan for years. I was really excited when this book was coming out. And it's full of great sections about how to use leftover rice, leftover potatoes, vegetables, meat, whatever you've got left over. You'll probably find a way to use it in this book. There's even a Christmas leftover section, which is a time where if you're anything like me, you end up spending a fortune and buying loads of stuff and then you don't know what to do with it. One particular recipe in this book that I'm interested in is potato peel soup. Now I don't know about you, but putting potato peel in soup wasn't something that I thought was a good idea until I actually read this recipe in this book. And so this sounds really good. I'm going to be trying it in the next couple of weeks, so I will try and do a vlog or at least a blog post when I try it. So don't throw away those potato peelings or put them in the recycling, you can turn them into soup. The next book is Simply Nigella by Nigella, obviously Nigella Lawson. Now this follows a theme that quite a few of these books I've got out recently called feel good food, sort of superfoods that are all in fashion at the moment. So this is designed into like sections like bowl food and relaxing food, and like food to feed your family and everything. So it is very well photographed. And one of the recipes that appealed to me, not because I like alcohol obviously, is tequila and lime chicken, which to me looks completely beautiful in this photo. But it also sounds really easy and achievable for a weekly meal as well. And with it being Nigella as well, you couldn't avoid without the cake. Now this is a cider and Chinese 5-spice bundt cake. Doesn't that look amazing? I've got to give it a go. This is a really good book, and it sort of goes back to what I consider to be the true Nigella. Like her when she first started. I think she kind of lost away a bit when she did her Italian programme. But it looks like she's definitely coming back with a bang, and I can't wait to see the TV series that accompanies this book. The next book is My Family Kitchen by Sophie Thompson. And now, some of you probably know Sophie as an actress, but she actually won Celebrity MasterChef last year. This is her first cookbook, and I actually really like it. It's full of all her family recipes and stuff, and she actually talks about her family members and that in there, and her memories of making this dish when she was growing up and everything. So it's full of lots of sections again. So the one recipe I'm interested in trying is venison with a blackberry gravy, which is bang on season at the moment, and I really like the sound of that. And the other one is these Malteser chocolate pots. So Maltesers chocolate in a pot for a nice easy after dinner dessert. That's the winner to me, and I'm also going to be trying this recipe soon, and I will show you the results again. The next book is Nigel Slater, A Year of Good Eating, which is basically Kitchen Diaries Book 3. Now for many years now, Nigel Slater's been keeping a diary of everything that he eats, and occasionally some of it has been coming out in book form. Now this is a 3rd edition. Now he doesn't actually do a full year of his books now. This is like chosen from a couple of years of his notes and that he makes every day. And it's really good. So there is mostly a recipe for every day, even if it's just like a few lines and stuff, and it all goes with the season. And what I like this time is so he's got a recipe for roast sourdough lamb with young greens, which obviously is a spring recipe, but that looks gorgeous and could be done at any time of the year. And also in this section, in relation to his little book that he made called Eat, if I can find it, he has just these little sections where it's just a few recipes, no diary entries, that can be made rather quickly. So, because some of the recipes in here do take quite a while, but because his last book was Eat the Little Book of Fast Food, there's like a sort of little mini section of little fast recipes that you can make every day when you come home from work. So it's really good, and you can practically read this book like a novel, let alone a cookbook. Okay, the next book is Fermented by my friend. She's my friend Charlotte Pike. And this book's completely different. She is well known for doing Hungry Student cookbooks. She did 3 of those. I've got those as well. They are brilliant and the recipes are really accurate and they really work. So this book is completely different from her previous books. It's based on her experience at the Ballamore Cookery School in Ireland, and it's all about fermenting. Now, some fermenting and doing like pickles and that isn't something I've really done with, but this book actually makes it look really simple and really easy. So, for example, I like the grilled miso chicken with pak choy, which to me sounds really easy and interesting to make, but there's also recipes in here for kimchi, and literally pickled fruit and everything. And I also like this recipe because I am actually an archaeologist by degree. I really like this recipe for mead because I always knew it was simple to make, but I didn't know how simple. So I will be giving mead a go now I've seen the recipe in this book. Okay. Oh, Mr. Jamie Oliver's up next with his everyday superfood. Now, Jamie Oliver's been around a bit now, no offence to Jamie Oliver, but he always seems to keep up with the times or set his own trend or do whatever, and this time he's doing the superfood theme again, everyday superfood. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I'm trying to lose a bit of weight, and this superfood thing does seem to be the way to go. It's not always achievable, but trying. But Jamie Oliver's book does seem to make a way of making it useful every day. And so he's done loads of research into cultures around the world and the cuisines they eat, and he's actually gone to see people who are over 100 years old and see what they eat. So this is really good, and it's based on pretty good research. And so now this is a recipe I could eat for my dinner any night of the week. Whole wheat spaghetti, sprouting, broccoli, chilli and lemon, which sounds really easy to make and delicious. So I will be giving that one a try soon. And there's also this seared golden chicken mint sauce and spring veg fest, which not only looks beautiful but is very healthy too. So I for one will be looking to try this one. So the fact I like about it is there isn't really any time limits and stuff on the dishes, so because I did think he lost his way again when he did these 15-minute, 30-minute meal things, because they didn't really make much sense to me. But this book is back on track, and I am yet again looking forward to making lots of recipes on this over the next few weeks. Now my final book is by Lorraine Pascal, Eating Well Made Easy, another one that's sort of on the trend of superfood and being healthy. So Lorraine Pascal books I've always sort of read but not really paid much attention to, but I decided to buy this one on a whim. So it is full of good ideas. She does use lots of dates, so I've noticed in this book, to sweeten stuff, which although that's probably good and better for you than sugar, if you don't like dates you're a bit stuck really, like me. So I will be finding alternatives for some of those. But I do like the sound of this for a quick snack. Posh beans on, super quick garlic and thyme bread, which to me sounds really easy, and the thyme and garlic in a bread makes it sound perfect, so I will be giving that one a go. And the other recipe that drew my eye was these baked popcorn chicken. What's it served with? With crispy breadcrumbs and creme fraiche and chive dipping sauce. Now, I have a confession, I really like the popcorn chicken at KFC. So if I can have a healthier version of them and not go to KFC, then this is good for me. So I'm looking forward to trying this recipe. So that's my final cookbook. So are there any cookbooks I've missed? Are there any that you think I should have featured? What's your favourite cookbook at the moment? So you've seen a few samples of mine, and I hope to be back either December, January with a winter one, or perhaps February, Marchish with the spring version of this. So there is an accompanying blog post, and I would just appreciate if you could give my blog a follow, or perhaps even subscribe to my YouTube channel if this is the first time you've seen this video. I am still learning, so any support greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!